Hello again, YouTubers. I had told you that my next video was going to be putting this Pamela's settlement pattern onto a board, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you how I do that. This is the finished punch needle, and this is the board that I made for it, the hornbook. And I went ahead and picked out a button, and I just wrapped the wire around the board and then put the button on. So I went ahead and got that ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the extra weaver's cloth to maybe about a ½ inch away. When I get to the corner, I miter the corners right up to the stitching, to the punching. You can see I go right up to it. Your punches are not going to come out unless you pull on them, so it's okay to do it this way. Some people fold it back. I choose to do it this way because I don't want to have any bulk there and have weaver's cloth showing. So I miter my corners. And then I like to cut, before I turn this back, I like to cut it in sections because the hot glue dries pretty quick. So I like to do small sections at a time. And again, I'm cutting right up to the punched area. And then I'm going to glue this back. That wasn't back quite enough that you could still see weaver's cloth, so I'm gonna pull it off and do it again. Make sure it goes all the way back. I use low temp glue, so I just got some on my finger. It's hot, but it doesn't burn you because it's low temp. So there's first side. You want to pay extra special attention at the corners so that you make sure that you get that all the way back so you don't see any weaver's cloth. I used to use Alene's tacky glue to do this, but I like to use the hot glue now because it dries so much faster. And with the Alene's glue, this was coming back off before it dried, unless you push something, like put something heavy on it to hold it down. So I just started using the hot glue, and for me it works better. You might choose to do something else. And this is just how I do it. A lot of this is personal preference. People have different ways of doing it that they like. And this is just the way that I like to do it. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to wipe it on the corners. Make sure I get all the weaver's cloth back. When you do that, you just barely squeeze it and just kind of wipe some on there. Push push that in. And that part's done. Then I take Alene's tacky glue, which you get at Dollar Tree for $1. And spread it around. I don't like glue to show on the outside when I'm done, so I don't overload it with glue. But you do want to make sure that you get it all the way up to the end of the weaver's cloth so that none shows. Now, actually, through the middle here, just kind of go like this. I do not cover the whole thing. I'm going to take my finger, just kind of finger paint the glue, spread this out. Make sure it's all over everything. I'm going to put a little bit more here. One tip, I store my glue upside down like this in a basket, and that way it's always right there and ready to come out when I'm ready to use it. So take your extra fabric, wipe my fingers off, and then I'm going to carefully pick this up and try to center it on the board. And if you use hot glue, you have to do this pretty quick because you may not be able to lift it back off again. With the tacky glue, you have more time. You do want to make sure that glue is off your fingers before you rub on the top like this, because the glue will get on your punched area. And that's it. And then sometimes I will put something really heavy on this and leave it for a couple hours, but I think this one's going to be fine. So it's pretty easy to do. There you go. And it's done. So if you want to, you can put some yarn or something, some rickrack around the edges. I'm not going to do that to this one, I don't think. I think I like it just the way it is. Okay, so I will have another video for you tomorrow about how I put my little pumpkin doll together. And if you want to follow along, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then if you push on the little bell next to it, you'll get an email every time I upload a new video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Okay, have a good day and happy punching. Bye.